Unlock the stories that define hip-hop culture. You're now locked in to the Terminator Xperience podcast, where hip-hop history meets the culture right now. Hosted by DJ DVS and Minor, alongside the legendary Terminator X. We're talking classic moments, untold stories, and the voices that shape the game. Straight from the source. No filters, no filler, just real conversations and real hip-hop. Turn it up. This is the Terminator Xperience podcast.
Check 1, 2, you know what it is. It's your main man, DJ Mix Mash. This right here is the Terminator Xperience podcast. To my right, I got my main man, Terminator X. To my left, I got my main man, Minor. And on the line, we got the legendary first female rapper of Harlem World, Dr. MC Pebblee Poo.
Hey. First female for DJ Kool Herc.
Yes.
So let me do a little correction.
Teach us.
Please.
I'm the first female
Exclusive.
soloist. I am the soloist. Sha-Rock is the first. I'm the soloist. But
there we go.
I am the first female MC, but I came with DJ Smokey before Kool Herc.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Exclusive.
Yes.
All right, so tell us about how everything started.
How you got started, and take us back to the beginning.
Take us back.
All right, so in earlys in the 70s, I was a B-girl. I was breakdancing, and I started with Smokey, DJ Smokey, because he had the Luckatrons and the Smokatrons. And because I knew how to follow what the guys do, that type of thing, I became a Luckatron. And they were good, but I felt that I could do what the guys was doing a little better. And I proved that by doing the spin mill, freezing in the air, and being that my legs used to lock. They was like, oh, I'm like, so I became a Smokatron. And by me, we had this love for each other in the block on Grand Avenue. Mind you, I lived on Walton Avenue, and you could either go through the tunnel or cross the Grand Concourse to get to my block. But one of my brothers used to hang on Grand Avenue because, I'm young, I'm a little girl. You can't leave the block. So I had to leave with him because he had a girlfriend over there. So that's the only way that I could be over there. The big brothers, they don't want the little girl hanging around, but being that they was ooh and eyeing me, yeah, he was like, that's my little sister right there. That's my little sister, So I became a B-girl with the Smokatrons, and I was doing my thing like it wasn't nothing. And then, of course, you had some people that was, as later on down the road, you heard guys that was MCing, and this one guy named Dr. Bombay said, you need to be an MC. I said, no, I don't. Because I know that I get all the oohs and the ahs when I'm on the ground. I'm doing the spin mill. I'm in the air. I'm freezing. I'm doing the robot. All that stuff. I'm getting the oohs and the ahs. And when they on the mic, I don't hear oohs and the ahs all the time. So I didn't want to do it. But he wrote my first 8 bars, and I had to memorize them. And I didn't like that because I had to memorize schoolwork and memorize what he was giving me too. I didn't like it. But long story short, he took me, once I memorized it and practiced with Smokey, then that's when he took me to Kool Herc on the parks outside.
What year was that?
That was in the 70s.
Okay.
Wow.
That was in the 70s. And the thing that's so crazy is that it was packed. And the music you could hear from blocks around. And with Kool Herc, you start, as you're walking fast. But then when you start getting close, you start skipping because you want to get there quick. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. The sound, the I'm like, oh, I love it. But I'm nervous because now I got to get on the mic in front of all these people that I don't know. And he was like, don't worry. And I just was like, okay. He asked Kool Herc, can I get on the mic? I got on the mic, and they was playing the record, and I started, everybody just looking at me, like, just, who is she? And they looking at me, and I'm nervous as hell. And I start rapping, and then when I finished, they was like, ah! I was like, in my brain, in my body, I was cool on the outside, but inside I'm screaming. And then they was like, say some more. And I was like, tomorrow, because I ain't had no more. I ain't had enough. And I was like, I didn't know if he was gonna be out there the next day or not, but I was like, tomorrow, I go back tomorrow, you know. Now I don't want to put him on Front Street, but Dr. Bombay was the man with that pen. Oh my God! So I depended on him because he wrote my first 8 bars. So I depended on him, but he was doing the 3-Card Molly, and 3-Card Molly was making him some money on Fort Road.
Okay.
So I couldn't have nobody else write the stuff but him. So Smokey like, you gotta write your own stuff. I was like, dang, man. So I was like, being that I got the oohs and the ahs, I was kind of happy. And I was like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna say, you know. So I wrote my own stuff. I had to rehearse with Smokey after school. Now, mind you, I went to junior high school 22, and I had to come up the hill, but you pass the Grant. You pass Grant Avenue before you go through the tunnel or go over across the concourse to get home. But I had to rehearse with him every day. Oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna get a beating, I gotta be home. License. The only thing that saved me, like I said, my brother was on Grant Avenue with my grandmother. I was raised by my grandmother because my mom was taken from me. She was murdered in 73.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
So it's crazy, you know, we were all kind of like separated, but grandma didn't play no games. You better be home before the lights go out. Before
the street lights come on.
Before the street
lights.
Look,
I'm from New York. I know how it is.
Yes. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I had to do homework, but then I had to memorize. It was kind of hard for me. It took some time, but I did it and started from the bottom. I'm here.
So there you go.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
So once you recorded your first album, how did Grandma feel?
Let me tell you something. I told her, I said, I'm rapping on the radio. Oh my God, I'm on the radio. She was like, you know, that grandma thing. It was like, And thing that's so crazy is that she was strict, but not that strict, but strict. Like, if people was calling me, like, I couldn't give out the number. So when my phone rang at a certain time at night, please don't be for me. Please don't be for me. But of course, it's for me. She said, who the hell is ringing my phone at this time of night? I'll be like, wrong number, and I hang up.
So that was the first song the Mastodon
Funk Box.
Okay,
Party.
so wait a minute. I think I can play a little bit.
Let me break it down.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So
my apologies.
Once he got on the radio, I was excited. I was happy, and I was telling her that I made a rap record. Matter of fact, I wasn't even calling it a rap record. I was like, I made a record and I'm rhyming. She was like, yeah, tap dance and rhyme. Tap dance in the kitchen.
Yeah, because
nothing. But then we went to a family outing, and I'm just sitting there. So nobody don't really know that I made this record. And then the record comes on, and one of the cousins says, do you know that's your granddaughter on the record? He was like, man, that's my baby right there. I was like looking at her like,
Yeah. now you want to claim it.
Now, yeah.
And it's so crazy because I really never thought that I could do a record. I never thought. But my brother, mind you, Mastodon, his name is Donnell, but he made me leave the Bronx to come to Harlem. I never wanted to come to Harlem. Never.
Wow.
And when I left Cool Herc, the reason why I left Cool Herc is because Clark Kent said we need light-skinned MCs.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
And keep in mind, this is the original Clark Kent, not this is Cool Herc's Clark Kent, right?
It's Cool Herc's Clark Kent.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a different Clark
Yes,
Kent.
just
Okay,
just clarifying.
He's short, not the Clark Kent that we know.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. We talking about short Clark Kent.
Okay.
Now, he was trying to talk to me. And I was, it just wasn't going down that way. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. And this is facts. And he said, you know what we need? One day, you know what we need? I'm just looking at him because when I came aboard, LeBrew, MC LeBrew was part of the Herculoids. And then I became a Herculoid. And then JDL was a Herculoid.
Rest in peace to him, too.
Yes.
Yes.
So then he part. Kent went and got sweet and sour. Now there was a girl that was down with us as well. Her name was Sandra D.
Exclusive.
Sandra D. She was like a slow rapper, but she was there. And people tend to not mention her, and I'm like, she was there. So I have to say that, you know.
Can I stop you for a second, please?
Yes.
I just want to say, you know, when I was growing up, I was born in the Bronx on Webster Avenue, but we lived on that Webster Avenue. But when I was 3 years old, we moved to Long Island. And
Okay.
those tapes came to Long Island. And I remember all that stuff. Kool Herc and the Herculoids. And I wanted to play a little bit of, just a little bit of you on
Funk Box.
on the Funk Box.
Party.
Real quick, so people know who you are.
So people know who you are. The legendary.
And while he's queuing it up, the first time I heard Funk Box Party was on Kiss FM on a cassette that my father recorded from, because I was born much later. Oh. Hey! Classic.
You still remember? You still remember it? You still remember that?
I just wanted to educate some folks. That's all. That's all.
I literally perform it on a certain, you know, you know what? Push with power. What? Push with power.
Hey.
It still sounds the same. Sound like
You still sound like the record, but you know it's some years later.
Thank you. But when I left Kool Herc, my brother said he was trying to get me to be with a group. I said I don't want to be with a group. I've always been a soloist, and I know how groups act. So I never really wanted to be in a group. So when I left Kool Herc, I came down to the Untouchables, and I was with Andre, which is family. So I went to him. My brother was mad and didn't speak to me for 3 months because I passed 147th Street and went downtown. And he was so pissed at me. Like, how could you leave? I said, because I don't want to be in a group. He said, if you come and be with me, your brother, he said, I'm going to make you the highlight of everything. He did not lie. So he wrote routines. I wrote routines. Shoot-doop-de-doo-doo. We was doing stuff like that, the dance routines and things like that. And that's how we became Mastodon and the Death Committee, because they was called the Turn It Down 3. So when I took Mastodon and the Death Committee, and when we got signed, we were called the Mastodon Committee, because they wanted to take the death out of it, you know.
Wow.
And then it's so crazy because I had an attorney after the fact. Because, you know, I'm in school. I feel that I know how to read contracts, but I didn't. And we all got jerked. The most I got from Bobby Robinson is that he gave the group 10 grand and we had to split it. So we got 2,000. Now, mind you, you know, you got your little allowance, $2,000 is like $2 million.
Especially back in the 70s and 80s.
Okay, so we cut that record in 82 and we were just the happiest thing. We had mad shows to do. And of course, you know, my brother wasn't taking no shorts. And I just want you to know that every time a promoter tried to shortchange us, he seen the steal. And we got our money. Yeah.
There you go.
You're gonna learn today.
So tell us one of your most favorite spots that you played in that you always remember, and tell us a little story, like a little something wild that happened in your life during the group.
Well, there's quite a few, so let me just tell you.
The best one.
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
It was the best thing I ever did in my life. I thought it was Janet Jackson. I thought it was Janet. Let me just tell you. So I had a DJ. My manager that I had did not pay a ticket for my DJ to come. So me and my DJ, we practiced and everything. We ready, we ready to do our thing, whatever.
Who's this DJ?
Who was my DJ at the time?
Yes.
His name was Andre.
Okay.
Right? Mixmaster Andre.
Mixmaster Andre, okay.
It was Mixmaster Ike.
Shout out.
I always want to respect the DJ.
Yes.
Because I'm a DJ. That's all.
Yes. So, I'm sitting in my dressing room. I got my dressing room. It's just me. It's the Showboys. It's King Cut with DJ Cheese.
Salute
And
to
it's,
him.
Salute.
and it's me. So I'm in my dressing room. I got all this food up in there. I'm nervous because my DJ's not there. I'm like, where's my DJ? Come to find out, he's not there. What am I going to do? I have nothing to do. Nothing. So Cheese comes in, knock on the door, and I says, come in. He comes in. He said, you ready? And I was like, no. He said, what's the matter? And I said, my DJ not here. He said, what do you mean your DJ not here? He said, I can help you. He said, what you need me to do? He said, what was you going to do? So we sat there, and I went over everything with him. You'd have thought we rehearsed for months.
Wow.
He caught it immediately. I said, in a certain part, it's going to say, full force, get busy one time. Boom, 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 boom. And at that part, you're going to see that I'm going to be undressing on stage. And just go with the flow. I'm going to have another outfit underneath it. So he said, okay, he went with it. So I'm sitting in there, I'm hearing, I was like, what are they screaming? He said, Pebblee Poo. I said, you is lying. I said, why are they saying that? He said, you headlining. What does that mean? What does that mean? He said, they are screaming for you. When I got on that stage,
love it.
Guys was jumping on the stage and the security was throwing them off. I couldn't believe it. I was so nervous, and they was screaming so loud that I was doing Fly Guy. I was
Fly Guy, yep.
Fly Guy, yep.
And I couldn't get to the next verse because they was screaming so loud.
Wow.
And I just walked up and down the stage.
Wow.
I got one young guy to come up on the stage. He was so nervous. And I says, listen, I'm going to put your hands. I'm talking to him. And I'm dancing like this. I said, I'm going to put your hands on my dress. He's just like this. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to help your hand. I'm going to help your hand. So as it was going, boom, he was lifting and I was bringing him. He looked like he was going to faint. I was like, please don't faint. Please don't faint. Because if he faints, he's going to pull me down with him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like one of the best. The people loved me. The girls wasn't feeling me at first. They like, this chick that came up here and here it is. She got all the guys screaming for, who is she? You know. But they kind of warmed up to me. That's the day that I realized that I need to talk to females instead of the fellas. That day right there.
Respect to Canada. They really support. When we go out there, we hang out, they support.
Yeah,
yes.
That's a great story. I love it. Love it.
It's really nice. The people are very, very friendly. They nice.
Very nice. The second thing that happened that is embarrassing to the fifth hour. So I had a show in Manhattan. And I'm walking down the street to get to the show. I got on my heels. Something else I learned. Don't go to the event with your heels on. Go to the event with your flats on. So I'm walking. I got my heels. I just got out the car and I was like, y'all, the traffic is. I said, I need to be over here. I gotta go. I just gotta get here. So I'm walking and the guys is trying. That's Pebblee Poo. Hey, what's going on, Pebblee? How you doing? And I'm walking. Yo, you got a minute? Nope, got a minute. I'm walking. They was like, oh, it's like that. I was like, yo, man, I ain't got time, man. I'm walking. The light is red. So it's red for the cars to stop on my right. Mind you, I'm walking this way, cars coming this way. Stop, I got the light to walk. I'm walking, I'm cute, I'm walking. Oh, you all that, that's what you think. So this is what I'm hearing. Because I'm not stopping to talk to the guys. As I walk, there's a manhole.
Uh-oh.
My heel gets stuck in the manhole. While the light is green for me to walk this way. And now the car is getting ready to come this way. But they can't.
Light change.
You know why? Because I'm in the middle of the street. So I got to step out my foot and walk across the street and watch the cars run over my shoe.
Mm.
Embarrassing that I just started laughing. When I get embarrassed, I start laughing. And I thought that was the
a lot of people do
thing
that.
on planet Earth. Never made it to the show on time. They was laughing, I'm laughing too. Whatever. So when I go to take my shoe, when the light changed again, I go to take my shoe, the heel is broke. So I'm done. That's the most embarrassing thing that happened other than that. Because I'm always changing clothes on stage. I'll snatch a wig off in a minute. That's it.
You still doing a lot of shows?
I still do a lot of shows. I do shows at times with the Force and Bees.
Wow.
Sometimes I introduce them. Sometimes I do a skit. Me and Stevie do a skit together, and I come out and I do my part, and that's it. But I introduce them or I perform with them, and then I have other shows that people call me out to do. If I'm not hosting a talent show, you see what you just did, X, how you did that, that's what they do. Come on, Pebblee, give us some. I'm like, unbelievable.
So I wanted to ask you, how did you make, like, what made you want to make Fly Guy? Because, you know, Fly Girl by the Boogie Boys was a big hit. But what made you want to come back in response to make Fly Guy?
Great question. Because they dissed the women, and one thing you couldn't get over with me is dissing. I will diss you to the fifth power. And I answered directly. Now, here's the crazy part. Corey Robbins from Profile Records called me and wanted me to do the answer. Pumpkin, God bless the dead, said I should do it. But I was like, I want to do it. And, you know, Corey was going to pay me to answer the record. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like I said, I had allowance money, so $2,000 was just $2 million. So you can imagine when it's double digits and he's trying to give it to me. And I'm like, woo! And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell my brother that we about to be on Profile. And that man said to me, I don't want the group. He said, I only want you. And I said, well, it can't happen then. All right, it didn't mean nothing to me. So the money that he was talking, I didn't believe it. I never seen money like that before that he was talking. And I was like, I don't believe it. I was like, I got up and walked. He said, Pebblee, he had a big loose leaf that you could turn with checks. And he said, Pebblee, here's the check. If you touch the doorknob, the deal is off. I said, okay. I touched the doorknob. He said, Pebblee, I turned around. He said, and I was like, all right. Didn't mean nothing to me. I get back uptown. I can't wait to tell my brother what just happened. I get uptown. There's a meeting in our living room. So it's with Gangsta G, Johnny D, Casey, and my brother Don. So my brother says, tell her what y'all just discussed. So every day, when we come, to the house, we practice. And when they don't remember their rhymes, I remember them because I put some of those routines together. So when you mess up, I'm already filling in. So they said, we want to vote you out of the group. What?
Oh, wow.
This is the main thing that I said to my brother why I didn't like to be in a group, because of stuff like this. So I was like, what do you mean you voted me out the group? I looked at Keith KC and I was like, you voted me out too? He said, nope, it was 2 against me. So I said, y'all voted me out the group for what? He said, because you don't practice enough with us. I was like, practice? I don't have to practice. When I know the routines, because I wrote most of them, and when you forget them, I fill in. So they cut me out the group.
Wow.
So my brother said to them, being that you guys eliminated my sister out of the group, who's going to be your DJ? I said, ooh. That was the end of the death to me. Right? That was it. And then I told him, I said, let me tell you what just happened. I said, I was trying to bring the group in with Corey, and I said in Profile, and he said he didn't want the group. So I walked out. He said, what do you mean you walked out? I said, I'm loyal. You should know that already. So I'm loyal. He said, get him back on the phone. I said, no, I got to call Pumpkin, because Pumpkin is the one who set it up. So long story short, set it up, got it back in. We wind up doing the answer. And the reason why I was so hard on it, because I wrote that record that night. I wrote the answer to it that night. And I said, I'm so pissed because they put me out. I said, I'm going to make it the best. Now, it was already 10 records out. And to my knowledge, what they told me, they said when my record came out, it was a little late, but it pushed all the other records off the chart.
See that?
So what I dissect everything that they said. I was like, it's your feet that smells like anything goes when all that. And this guy named Philip, he's my cousin. He was helping me write some stuff. He said, say this. Tell him what. Yeah, all right, sucker. I said, oh my God. It was so funny. So yeah, I did the answer because I didn't like men disrespecting women.
That's respect.
So that's why
love it.
Yes.
You think you be doing something new? You working on anything?
Lord, good question. So I have a new record that I'm working on, and it's called The Missing Link. And it's
great title.
It's dealing with quite a few things, but it's bad to the bone. It's bad. The guy who's actually doing the sound, I hope he gets better. His name is P-Funk from Harlem. He's nasty with traps. He's nasty. But if not, then I have to go to somebody else because I'm known to put my own shows together. I do my own shows. I put them together. Cheese is my DJ.
Nice.
My DJ. So we've been doing shows and stuff like that. He's right now, he drives tractor trailer. So there is no rehearsal. It's me that got to put everything together, you know. But if I did him, he would come. Like, he's phenomenal on the tables. I'm quite sure you guys know.
Yes, he is.
Much love and respect for Cheese.
Yes.
A beast.
So yeah, I did Power in the Booty. It's on YouTube. I did Power in the
Power in the Booty.
Yes, I did Power in the Booty. I did some other tracks too. That's phenomenal that I didn't even put out, but my daughter actually recorded it, and every time she puts it on in her car, I'd be like, "Oh my God, this is fire!" So I'm you know, once you are, and I'm quite sure as a DJ, you would know the same thing. It never leaves your soul.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
It's built inside your system. So I became an MC, one, because Dr. Bombay made me do it. The second thing is that anytime I got mad at anybody, or you pissed me off about anything, or I didn't like what was going on in the world today, or whatever's going on, I have the ability to write about it and say whatever I want to say.
I felt that.
And Dr. Bombay, that's another name that people have kind of forgot about. I remember his name. I don't know all his history, but I remember the name, and that's somebody else we need to big up and give their flowers for being, part of the oranges of hip hop.
He said, Pebblee, he said, why are you calling me doctor? You get that from the witch. I said, you right.
But look, here's the thing. I remember that name. That's why I know you preaching some stuff that I haven't heard anybody talk about, because I remember that name, and I'm not quite sure how. I mean, it's not because Bewitched. I promise you. It's
right.
not.
So, two things I would like to ask you. What do you think about today's music? And another thing I would also like to ask, like, what advice would you give today's youth?
Okay, so let's talk about today's music. Today's music is confusing.
Hey, you got that right.
You think?
Confusing. I want to say, let me just start off with the females. I give so much respect to the females, because these females, you have the underground females, and you have the females that just took it to a whole nother level. I love my ladies that's on that mic. Why? Because they don't get the recognition. A lot of them don't get the recognition that they supposed to get. They don't. And the ones that have made it, the Cardi B's, I love me some Cardi B. She's from the Bronx. I love my girl.
Yep.
I love every female that touched the mic. What I don't want is a female going after each other. I don't want that. Because the men that look at us, they put a battery in some of the women back. They do, and that's not good. We have a lane that we know how to dominate, and we don't need the men to do anything for us. We don't, and we don't like. I don't like it if they egg it on the female to go after another one. You know, back in the days, history always repeat itself. Number one, so the music that you hear today, some of it you couldn't even really understand. I said, "Is this all I gotta do?" What? That's all I gotta do, and to get a contract right now, we don't want no contract. Well, let me not talk to nobody else. I don't want a contract. Let me go on the stage, do what I gotta do. Give me some money, and I'm done.
Yep. Yeah.
I could put a record out today or tomorrow, and people gonna love it, you know, because Harlem got the Harlem shake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna stick with that type of music. I'm always an up tempo person. I always like that in that sound. So that's one thing. But as far as today's music, it's a lot. You know, before it was really bad. It was calling women out their name, and then women was agreeing with it, and I don't know. It just got out of hand.
Yeah.
So I didn't like it, but whatever is making them get paid, for women, what they're doing today, as I'm noticing, they're giving what the people want, but not all people.
Not all people, yeah.
That's what people say to me. But when you look at them doing shows and they sold out by themselves, what could you say?
Have to respect it.
Yep.
Have to respect it. As far as the youth, the young people, let me just tell them this. You do not have to take off your clothes to get somewhere. You don't have to do that. And you can be whatever you want to be. Whoever you want to be. You can be whoever you want to be. But at the end of the day, be yourself. Don't be like, oh, I want to be like Cardi. Oh, I want to be like her. Oh, I want to be like...
There's a lot of that going on now. Yeah.
No, you listen. I want them to grow up, and I want them to have the education. Why? Because that's important. You are noticeable as soon as you open up your mouth. As soon as you open up your mouth, a person exactly knows how to deal with you when you open up your mouth. So you need education. You need the education. When I was looking at these kids beating up the teachers in the school, I was like, what in the hell? Couldn't have been me. Y'all might have been ahead.
Yeah.
So kind of piggyback what you said, you know, you need to shine as yourself, because that's your best self is yourself.
Yes.
Like you're not going to shine imitating somebody else. Shine being yourself, and that's when you really shine.
They told me, they said, because I was a little tomboy. What? With Coogee sweaters, you didn't even think I had breast implants. Pumpkin was like, do you have chest? Huh? Do you have your girls? Do you have that? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, can you act like you have it? Because you have on a sweater that you always wore big clothes, you know. I didn't dress like a boy, but I act like a boy. And then I was cute. Had a little shape, a little something. And then I had my first love. We was each other's first love, which was B.O. from back in the days. And I was cute.
Respect. Still cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Much love.
So, and look, my birthday next week.
Uh-oh.
Fellow Gemini,
What
baby.
day? I'm June 10th.
Shut up. I'm June 11th.
Wow. And I was May 25th.
Okay, that was.
I know you May. Who's May 25th?
Me.
Oh,
Mix
you August 25th.
No,
X?
me. Oh,
No,
that's me.
X is
Terminator.
X is August 25th. I'm May 25th.
X, I know you August 25th because my daughter's August 26th.
Oh wow, that's
Wow.
crazy. Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a blind DJ. You know that, right?
No.
Yeah, he's one of the
I'm actually
baddest DJs on the turntable.
And he can sort through vinyl, the whole deal, like blind.
Wait a minute. You
And
know
he got no braille on the vinyl. He can
He
do it.
does radio and everything here.
Yes.
Oh my God, God bless you. You
Yeah,
know,
we got-
I'm
Lady
actually
B,
friends with you on Facebook. Thank you. I'm friends with you on Facebook, Pebblee Poo.
You are?
Yes.
I don't even be on Facebook. I be on Instagram.
Well, I think I got you. We'll talk. If it's okay, we'll talk when we get off the podcast and exchange information and everything.
Okay,
But
okay.
Anyway.
I know Lady B DJ.
Yeah,
He's
Touchstone.
wonderful.
Shouts to DJ Touchstone.
Yes. Oh my God, that's amazing. I never even knew. Oh, that's amazing.
And when I tell he bad,
Let me tell you something.
I'm just a regular.
First time I watched Mixed Match DJ, I was tearing up. True story. I was like, it just blew me away. Yeah.
And I'll be 30 next year.
He's only 30. He's only 29 years old. But I promise you, he knows your music. He knows
everybody.
He knows he's a scholar on hip hop all day long.
Blessing. Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
let me give y'all this. I did a record with Malcolm McLaren. I don't think y'all know that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So
So
Buffalo gals go
Round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. And don't see do your partner.
listen, he
Duck,
was
duck,
a
duck.
genius. He was a genius. Let me tell you how much of a genius he was. I was on Profile Records, and if you notice on his
Exclusive.
records, he do not list the people who did the record.
I never checked that out.
Wow.
Yep, I did Eiffel Tower. That's what it's called, Eiffel Tower.
That sounds familiar. Oh,
It does
yeah.
sound familiar.
Yes, and it was to a soundtrack for Demi Moore.
Wow.
Wow.
The movie was called No Small Affair,
Mm.
and I was trying to disguise my voice. And I said, that's what I'm going to do, to disguise my voice so that Corey won't sue me.
Wow. Wow. Exclusive.
Yes, so, yes, I did a record with Malcolm McLaren.
Wow.
I love that man. He treated me like I was the queen of Egypt.
Wow.
Whatever he wanted me to do, he paid me for it. He was like, I
Wow.
need to do this, talk about this. He let me do whatever I want to do. And it's crazy. I did the vocals with the you gotta hear. The movie is amazing.
I'm already like, I gotta find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah.
Yes. Eiffel Tower. Yep.
Okay.
With the movie No Small Affair.
Okay. So tell us, favorite country you've been to.
I've been to Paris Avenue. That's a joke.
I was like,
I kind of
waiting
figured
on that
that.
one.
But
I was-
I ain't gonna say that. I was like, I'm gonna be quiet.
That's the closest. Listen, that's the closest I've been. Like, I've been trying to go overseas because I've been told that they want me over there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna mention no name, but they went to this person and they asked the person about me, and the person said, I don't know how to get in touch with her. And I was so disappointed with that. But
Well,
that's
give
I would
your
love.
information out, for these people.
So
Where-
tell
where
every-
they
tell
reach you.
everyone how
Tell
they can
everybody
find
how
you.
they can get in touch with you. Yeah.
All right, so you could call me. Listen, I'm open book. 347-919-3114. And info at which is info at the letter I, the letter M, DR, PebblesRiley.com.
Okay.
There y'all go. If y'all need to book her, y'all know where to reach.
And support these pioneers. Please
Yes.
support and
Yes.
cherish them.
And let me tell you
And
something.
pay them like they deserve it.
Yes.
Yes, and let me tell you something. We all got that We still got that You know, some people may not have the I don't know, but us, it's in our blood. It's in our blood. We get on that mic, it's a whole. I'm a
It's
whole
like,
other.
oh,
Nah.
Listen,
nah.
listen. I had a conversation
Ladies,
2 hours with Master P. 2 hours.
Yeah, because that song.
'Cause he
had
sampled
that
your
urn.
record in there.
He
Yeah.
sampled you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without
That record was crazy too.
that record is crazy. It's
Then
still
that-
crazy. Give me
I
my
was a baby. I was a baby when that record was out.
Salute to Master P as well.
Salute to Master P.
Entrepreneur.
Hell
you
no!
know.
Don't be saluting. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, he be trying to school people, so I ain't mad at him. You know what I mean, he was one of the first heavy business minded rappers. Not the first, but one of the first. They try to educate people to do your own business. Stop depending
Yes.
on these other folks. So salute to him.
Have y'all
Salute to
seen the
Master
stuff
P.
that I do? Like I love my crafts when I do. Like, okay, so let me say I'm a motivational speaker under the Les Brown camp.
Okay.
That's
I-
Brown. Wow.
I did the, well, I'm not under his camp anymore, but I was, but I'm a motivational speaker.
Hmm.
I speak on every single aspect of the world. So whatever's going on, whatever I feel like talking about, I always start off with me. I had a stroke in my sleep in 2018.
Wow.
In 3 hours. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I didn't even know what a stroke was. So when I got out of bed, I hit the floor. And I had to pee. And I was like, I ain't peed on my carpet. And I jumped up. I was trying to get up. And I dragged myself to the bathroom. And I kept hitting my leg. I said, Father God, by your stripes, I am healed. I believe in that to the 5th hour. And I had just started a job at night. And I had to be to this job at 11. I'm supposed to work from 11 to 7. I got up and hit the floor. And it was in May 24th. And I didn't go to the hospital until May 25th. And you would never think that I had a stroke. Yeah.
Oh, God bless.
God bless you.
I'm telling a lot of information. I was in the hospital today. Here's proof. Here's my hospital band. I was in the hospital band today. I was in the hospital today because my heart was beating irregular.
Oh,
and
no.
I wanted to make sure I don't want to leave this place. I'm one person that believes in getting checked out. And
absolutely.
But I'm all right. Anybody's concerned, I'm all right. I got to follow up with a cardiologist, but I'm all right. He was like, it's no immediate danger. So.
He asked you, what did you eat? Did he ask you that?
Huh? No. See, mine was an electrical thing. I'm not gonna go into it, but
okay.
Because I eat well already. You know, I gave up pork when I was in high school. I gave up beef probably when I started with Public Enemies back in the 80s.
Right.
But I eat pretty good. It's something else, but it's nothing serious. Thank God.
Thank God.
But
listen,
God is good. That's all I can say.
But
all the time. Listen, I keep a cardiologist and a neurologist. I just told him, I said, I need an MRI. He said, you just had one. I said, I need another one. He said, I don't think you don't think. I said, listen, just because you said think, that's a problem for me. Mm-hmm. I need an MRI because it's not radiological. It's not radioactive. So I need an MRI. That's what I need. So you don't know what's going on in your brain until something happens. But I know that I had some MSG in my food. Like I had just had a physical and I was fine. So I know it's in the food. So I did that. I have an honorary PhD in philosophy. I go around, I speak to any and everybody, but I do crafts. And I love my crafts. I just did an event with EKG, his wife, my husband. We did an event in Far Rockaway. I did the Michael Jackson tumblers. I'm doing the Michael Jackson sneakers.
That's dope.
But if you go to my Instagram, you're going to see everything I do.
So tell folks your social media.
And how they can reach you.
On social media.
If you go to I Am Pebblee Poo, if you go to I Am Pebblee Poo on Instagram, it's connected to Facebook, so you're going to see all the things. I do have the Nick Tumblr up there.
So I know you. Is it the original way you spell Pebblee Poo? Tell me how to spell it.
So it's I Am Pebblee, which is PEBBLEEPOO. Please don't put the H at the end of O. That's a boy. Please don't put Pebblee, LIELY. It's 2 E's. Pebblee Poo.
Yeah.
Yep. You can reach me there. You can be. I just opened up an Etsy account. I'm like 5-star. I've been there for 2-3 months already, and I'm a 5-star. So I have, because they stealing people's identity right now. I know y'all probably know.
Yeah.
You could be sitting right there, and somebody could be across from you somewhere, and all they got to do is go on their phone and hit the scanner, and they'll take all your information, your driver's license, your ID, your everything, your PIN, everything. So I sell the RFID, which is radio frequency ID protector. So that's a wallet, but it's blinged out and it puts your initial on. You got to go to it and look at it. You're going to see everything on there.
Okay,
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, we also want to let the people know, with what you just told us with your health and with X. I just went through 2 strokes that I didn't even know I had, and I lost the eyesight.
What?
About a month ago, I had a surgery in my eye, so I just want to let the people know, do go out there and check yourself, because if you don't, you're going to end up like the rest of us with something wrong.
So wait a minute. Let's back up.
Yeah.
Because I just want you to know it's in the food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the food.
Yeah.
So, oh, gosh. All right. So, look. You had a stroke, but you didn't know you had a stroke?
I had 2 of them. The doctor said I didn't even know I had them, because I went to the doctor and I told him, I can't see out of one eye. Like, I went completely blind out of this eye. So when I went, the doctor was like, yo, you had 2 strokes. I said, what you mean I had 2 strokes? I felt something one day at the church, because I was at church one day. And I felt 2 hits. And I said, God, if you're going to take me today, I'm at the right place. That's what I said to myself.
Wow.
But after the church was over, I went about my business. I ain't paying no mind. But I started like losing my vision on one eye. To one day I couldn't see, and I told Eggs, I told Mike, I'm like, yo, I can't see out of one eye. I went to the doctor. They took these pictures and everything. Like, yo, you lost the eyesight. I'm like, wow. So that means I'm blind. He said, we're going to try to fix it. So they put what is called what was it? Like a shred, like the thing, like a stent inside the eye. Mm-hmm. But I still cannot see you, but I could see maybe like 5% out of the eye.
Oh my God.
So I'm letting people know, go out there and take care of yourselves. Like, go, if you need to go see a doctor, go see a doctor. Because that was my problem. I was always scared to go see a doctor.
Did you fly somewhere?
Did I fly somewhere?
Yeah.
Nah.
So the reason why strokes happen is because of a clot. So where did he say the clot was at? On the left side or the right side?
No, he didn't say no clot. He said I had 2 strokes. So when I had the stroke, it like this, like you got little veins inside your eye.
Yes.
And you could see them on the camera, like they all broke.
They bursted. His veins in his eye bursted
inside the eye.
Right, but that's because it's a blockage somewhere. It can't go nowhere.
So that's why they put the thing inside to unblock it.
Right. Okay.
That's that thing that he said that they put inside my eye. It's like a stent they put in your heart, but it's just
a shunt. That's the right word. A shunt. That's SUNT. A shunt.
Right,
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
I blame that on myself for not checking on myself, because and it's funny because I always had insurance and I'm like never used it.
You have to.
It's like
you can't self-medicate yourself. But let me tell you this. I will tell you this. He kept you here for a reason.
Yeah,
that's right. Amen to that.
All of us have a testimony, whether it's in this room, whether it's Pebblee Poo. Everyone in the world has a testimony. Mm-hmm. It's just up to us to figure out how to tell that testimony.
Right.
And go about
I do the motivational speaking because I let people know, you got to tell your story. At the end of the day, you have to tell your story because it's a testimony, right? And we all are born with a gift. We just have to know what that gift is. Mm-hmm. And by you just mentioning that you had 2 strokes, do you know how powerful that is to let somebody else know that they don't want to go to the doctor, but maybe they should?
They should, because I went through and I thought I would, and I still I'm like, yo, I didn't even notice it, but it did happen.
They tell you that if you go through anything like that, you have 3 to 5 hours. I think it's 3 hours to max to get to the hospital.
Wow.
But I didn't know that I waited like weeks until I lost the sight. See what I'm saying? So,
but see, that's what I'm saying. But see, when you thought that you were getting ready to get taken out of here, you were supposed to get took right to the hospital.
Yeah, I should have.
Right then, you should have went right then. Because that could have saved. Like me, I didn't know I had a stroke. So I came back home and went back to sleep. And woke up and did the same thing, went to the radio station. Khalil said, what's the matter? I said, I can't walk. I had a cane. I said, my whole left side is like a noodle. And then my cousin, shout out to Keisha and Jermaine, they was like, we going to the emergency room right now. My pressure was 218.
Ooh.
So trust me when I tell you, I was calm, because what you're not supposed to do is get excited because you can give yourself a heart attack. So I was calm, and they told me to raise my leg, and I raised my leg, and it kept going back down. I raised my leg again. They said, we're going to keep you overnight because we want to observe and see everything. Mm-hmm. And the CAT scan, they found nothing. They did the MRI, they seen the blood clot. on my left side of the brain.
Wow.
Yep. So man, woman,
You're not exempt.
girl, boy.
Nobody's exempt.
If you don't feel right,
Yeah,
Get
go
checked.
take care of yourself.
especially men. You know, we like to be tough. Oh, suck it up. You know, no. If something ain't right in your body, if you're feeling a certain way, you know it ain't right. Go to the doctor. Go to the hospital. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Don't wait, because when you wait, you be laying in the ground. You know what I mean?
I started taking this stuff called ASEA. KG told me about it a couple of years ago. It's a cell replacement or a cell. It fixes the cell, and you supposed to have 2 to 4 ounces a day. And when I tell you that if you're on any type of medication, the doctor's gonna be looking at you and like, what are you doing? Because there's nothing. I've never been to the doctor where my bad cholesterol was better than my good cholesterol. That's the thing that's crazy. And I'm a firm believer of anything that's healthy, because today everything is in the food, and I'm growing my own stuff as we speak. I'm growing my own stuff.
Well, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm on 4.5 acres. Trust me when I tell you.
Nice. Where I was going to ask you that earlier. Where you living these days?
In the Poconos.
What country? I mean, I'm sorry. What state? My bad. What state?
You're in Jersey?
Did she say north? I heard north.
I'm in the Poconos.
Oh,
in the Poconos.
I'm on the radio
okay.
out there.
Okay.
I'll be up there in September in the Poconos.
Oh yeah, what you doing up here?
I'm gonna be doing an event for a radio station that I'm on in Toby Hanna. But we'll exchange information and we'll talk.
Okay,
So,
okay. I'm
definitely
DXT. He wants to do something up here in July, toward the end of July.
DXT? You said DXT?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to be on here. We started interviewing, but we had technical difficulties.
We're gonna have him back.
Yeah, I
We're
like
going to
DXT.
reschedule. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Good
Salute to him.
Yes.
Salute
Yeah.
to DXT. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great.
So tell us something else about you. You know, let the audience know.
What you want to know? I told
One
you.
last
thing.
good story.
Make it
One
one
last
good,
thing,
whatever it
one
is.
good
One
old
for the books.
stories from back in the 70s. We
One
love those
for the
stories.
books.
Okay, y'all all was talking at the same time. Y'all sounds like y'all from Yugoslavia.
I'm sorry. Well, I was saying one for the books.
Give us anything to go out on a
Good 70s story.
good go out. A good go out.
Okay, in the 70s story, I had to be home at a certain time. Remember, you can't come home. You got to be home before the lights come on.
Yeah.
I was breakdancing in the street, doing the windmill with Mr. Freeze, or we just had routines that was crazy. And I had created my own group called Pebblee Poo and the Nonstop Crew.
Wow.
Bunch of girls, just us and the girls. I was in the Hal Jackson talent show.
Wow. Rest in peace to Hal Jackson.
Yes, I was in we won all of the junior high school 22 talent shows, all of them. And then I started singing, and I put them to do the background for Got to Be Real, and we won that. And then when I went to go do that song, we had on our black and yellow, like the sweatshirt, the pants, the black pants, and these girls was doing the same record in Lehman High School, and they was bad to the bone. They was bad to the bone. They won because of the outfit. You got points on outfit. You got points on crowd participation. But I'm animated. I have to be on the stage. I'm not afraid to be on the stage. I'm not afraid to do things on the stage. I will hit the floor like James Brown, and they will put the cape on top of me, and I'll throw the cape. I do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But those was part of the days. The other thing is that I lived on Walton Avenue on 167th Street, right up the block from the Fever. I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Sal. The owner.
Shouts to Sal Abatello.
Yes. So I didn't have like little friends. I hung with like the big girls and stuff like that. So I was able to play like games like Run, Catch, and Kiss. I didn't know how to kiss, so I made myself get caught. Kiss me.
So one more thing I want to ask you. So out of all the shows you did, who do you remember the most? Who was like that artist that you performed with that you was like, wow?
So,
Starstruck, gotta say.
I was never starstruck.
Okay. But somebody you like then.
Let me
It was
just
like,
tell you.
wow.
Let me just tell you. My favorite group is Tribe Called Quest.
Ooh.
And
Shout
Q,
out.
that's my
Shout
heart.
out to Tribe.
That's
Yeah.
my heart. Right
I
behind them, literally like leaders of the new school.
Okay.
So amazing. I love, don't get me wrong, I love hip hop, but I'm an R&B head. Like with hip hop, it's like I know I could go this person, I could go that person. I'm not starstruck or whatever. So if you think that you all that by yourself, because I'm not even going, oh my God. I'll do an R&B before I do a hip hop person.
Okay.
But
So, what's your favorite top 3 R&B acts, group or solo? Since you like the R&B.
Prince, Michael Jackson, and
Oh.
Patty LaBelle.
Okay,
I love
okay,
That was
okay,
great. Yo,
okay.
shouts to Patty.
Patty and Michael.
All
I love
legends,
them right
all
there.
legends,
Yeah.
all legends.
Teddy.
I love quite a few R&B artists. Quite a few of them.
Yeah, well, as we all do.
Love
As
them.
we all do.
We
Mary
all
J.
grew up with them.
Mary J is top notch.
Absolutely.
Yup.
Love Mary J.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So as we wrap,
Even though Lauryn Hill is hip hop,
and
she's R&B.
and R&B too at the same time.
She
Salute to
created her
Lauryn Hill.
own lane. She was dope.
Yes.
And
She
gospel.
is phenomenal. Yes. Oh my God. Now, I love Rod Digger in movies. I love the
What was that horror movie? With
Teen Ghosts.
yeah.
That's it.
With
I
the,
love
with
that.
the little glasses. Anyway, yeah, that was fly. Yeah.
Wow.
Woo! Love that. But I'll listen to R&B all day.
Mm-hmm.
It got to be the right R&B. It's
Yeah.
it's just
I like all kinds of music.
slow music. I
Mhm.
love Usher. Chris Brown is the top.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Minnie Riperton the other day.
Shut up, Minnie Riperton. What you know about that?
I told you, he's 29. He know all of that stuff.
I got over
told you.
3,000 records in the. I even have your vinyl. I have over 3,000 vinyls in the house.
Oh my God, vinyl is just never.
And
Did
it's
y'all-
funny, he knows how to pick them out. He knows every name. He just puts his hands on them and he knows what it is.
I even got we were talking Richard. I got like Richard Pryor, Red Fox, and all of them. Anyway,
Wow. Look, Nas and Primo just sent me the bouquet of flowers. The bouquet. He sent
Nice.
all the females that he mentioned the bouquet.
Yep.
I think
Nice.
that was the best thing he's ever done for any. Like I said, you know, the fellas, they give us respect. They really do. From back in the days, we always having fun. With never no disrespect. We always had fun with each other,
Yeah.
whatever. And then as we got older, they still gave us love and respect. Especially Kaz always looked out.
Shouts to Grandmaster Kaz.
Always looked out for Pebblee Poo. I'm just
Nice.
telling you straight up.
Nice.
If it was something to go down, he won a river. He's hooking Pebblee Poo. That's
Nice.
just big.
Nice.
Tito
shouts to my man Tito.
from the Fearless Four.
That's a dude I ain't spoke to in a long time.
Tito put me underneath his wing, took me all different places for me to be on stage. And if it wasn't for Tito, a lot of places I wouldn't even been at. It was because of Tito. The same thing with Kaz. Then you got Shantae. Roxanne, Shantae.
Roxanne.
We like this. And let me tell you something. If she got 10 minutes on stage, she only want 3 and give me the rest. Nobody
Shout
would
out
do
to
it. But Shawnee did. That's my
Shouts to
sister.
Shantae.
Respect.
That's my sister. She'll do it in a minute. She'll do
That's
it in
when
a
I. That's
But
one
then
thing.
again, you got to respect the legends.
Shouts to
That's one thing I talk about. The beginnings of hip hop, we weren't looking for money. It was a culture.
Yep.
It was a movement. It was. We did it out of love.
Man, it was
out of
fun.
love, and
We was
it happened to
so
catch
much
on
fun.
and become commercial. I feel like part of me is like, we got some good commercial stuff. Don't get it twisted, but commercialization is kind of what it didn't kill it, but it turned it into something else. And I think it's kind of suffered because of it, in my opinion.
Listen, listen, Public Enemy had me shook. Y'all just had me shook. Now, me and Flavor Flav was mad cool. We cool. My brother phased at times do security for him,
Mm-hmm.
But y'all had me shook. Let me tell you why. Because the stage would rumble. The stage would rumble. It's like, I love a great performance.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody could get up on the stage and just rap. But I like entertaining. I love to entertain. Like, Dougie is the male entertainer. I'm the female entertainer.
Shouts to Dougie too.
Dougie will do whatever. It's a party.
Yep.
No matter what, when he touches, it's a party. So I love that about him. But with Public Enemy, woo! It was the marching with soldiers.
That's one W's. We're gonna have them on the podcast soon too. Matter of fact, next week we interviewing them. But we come from an era where
when y'all was doing like this, I was doing it too.
we come from an era where putting on a performance was important. Like nowadays, I get so mad. You go to see. I'm not going to name any names, but you see huge rappers come on the stage and they kind of like walking back and forth stage, and nothing else going on. They might have a big giant screen, behind them, and you can't. There's no DJ anywhere in sight. And if you got a band, they probably hidden down in the floor somewhere. I just don't like that. I was like, no, I didn't pay $200, $300 to see you walking back and forth across the stage rapping. I think they're doing the audience a disservice. That's just what I feel. Salute to you. Yep. Mm-hmm.
When Jay-Z touches the stage, it's like you already know his songs, right? Yeah. So when he do the songs, the people get excited because they love the song.
Exactly. I'm a huge Jay-Z's fan as well.
So shouts to him, man.
It's like you love it. That's what you're gonna sing the song. You're gonna do that or whatever. But I love a performance.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Look. I'm not trying to. Trust me. I'm not trying to. Talk down on Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. But imagine if he brought it, like he had a DJ and he was interacting and he had, I don't know, whatever, just something going on, that would make it so much greater of a show. Yeah. I love Jay-Z. Don't get it twisted. But I think
LL is phenomenal. LL's phenomenal. Look, he's doing the moves. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go on and on with different people because I see the shows and stuff that they do,
Mm-hmm.
But when L get on the stage, just think about it,
Yeah, L, absolutely.
He's giving you that oomph as well.
That's
what I'm saying?
That's right.
You have all the hoopla going on, the fire, the smoke, the explosion. That's entertainment.
Yeah.
You know
LL's one of the people that Chuck D learned from, the flavor. Dougie Fresh coached us. Dougie Fresh was the one that said, like, you got the S1Ws, and they just, at that time, they were just standing there. He's like, they need to be doing something. And that's when the S1W started doing steps, like the Nation of Islam. And that just took it to a whole nother, that's the point. That stuff, a performance was important back in them days, and we learned, so learned, but we need to wrap it up. And one thing I've learned from, I didn't notice prior to you busting us with an interview, that not only was you one of the first female MCs, period, is important to the history of hip hop, to the culture. You also was a break dancer, a b-boy, whatever you want. B-girl. I'm sorry, my apologies. You was a B-girl. You was doing the dancing, like back then. Anyway, so you involved in at least two parts of the history of hip hop and the culture of hip hop. So salute to you. Much love to you. And I want to say this too. You one of the most greatest interviews we've done so far. Like
Yes.
the stories, the history. Oh my God! God bless you. God
I love
bless
it.
you. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll have part 2.
Part 3 and 4.
Listen, let's do it. If y'all guys go and look at Make You Happy with the Force MDs on YouTube, you're gonna see my white room because they did their video at my house.
Okay.
We'll look it up.
Okay.
So I be doing stuff there. I'm not even in the white room. I'm in the gold room right now.
All right, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Stevie D again. I was so honored to meet. I met him. Was that this year? Or last
Yeah,
year?
we met this year. We did a show
in Atlanta, and he was there. I was so happy to meet him.
Yeah, really nice.
Oh,
man.
nice.
He's another one of my heroes, Stevie D's. Force MDs, originally Force MCs.
Yes.
Staten Island. Is it Staten Island? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Staten Island, big up. Started performing on Staten Island Ferry. You know, and the story goes
Shouts
on.
to
and
Mr.
on.
Magic for being responsible for them too. Isn't that true, Mr. Magic?
Yes, Mr. Magic. Yeah.
Rest in peace to Mr. Magic.
But yeah.
You know, one more thing I would like to say. I would like to see, and I would like to tell all these new female artists out there. Remember, it's because of this lady here, y'all where y'all at today.
Amen.
So, you know, one day y'all need to come out and maybe get all these women's together, like Roxanne, Sparky D,
Sparky,
you,
Sha-Ra.
Lady B.
you know, get all these ladies together if y'all listening to this show and honor these women because these women was the ones that paved the way for y'all to
That's
be
a great
where y'all
idea.
today.
Please.
And I believe people like you talked about how you love Cardi B. Cardi B, if you're listening to this, I hope you ever listen. You need to do this. Bring these females that created this.
That's a
You
great
a
idea.
millionaire because of these ladies. And without these ladies, there won't be no Cardi B and no Megan
Thee Stallion.
none
no
of these
Sexy
people
Red, none of
because
them.
you open the doors for these other ladies to come in because without you opening those doors, females would have probably never even been heard of today.
Yep.
Well, not.
So I
in the
thank
hip-
you
I guess
and I
he's more
salute
hip-hop
you
now.
and you the best.
Thank you. So one thing, let me just say this. I'm trying to get it right now to do the Pebblee Poo Day in Harlem at the Dome on
Nice.
148th Street in Bradhurst, August 22nd. So y'all keep your fingers crossed. That's what I'm working on now.
Salute.
Salute.
Support that, people.
Amen.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. MC, Dr. MC Pebblee Poo.
The legend.
The legendary.
The one and only.
Thank you. Blessings.
Thank you.
Peace
Stay
and
right
love.
here.
Blessings.
Stay right here.
God
Thanks,
bless
chat,
you.
Pebblee Poo.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, no problem.
That's going to do it for this episode of the Terminator Xperience podcast, hosted by DJ DVS, Minor, and the legendary Terminator X. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and leave a review, and tap in with us on social media for clips, updates, and behind the scenes. Until next time, keep the culture first, keep the sound heavy, and keep it locked right here.